Maybe she said, what kind of face I want? I was like, fuck that nigga pink or glitter.
Shimmer, glitter.
Shimmer, and then fuck him too.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't have my
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love that you're in for it.
I did. Girl, don't talk about my damn bag.
No, listen, I love that.
I love the bag.
And just because I'm a makeup artist, I don't know the girls. I have no bag.
Yeah, but you also have that. So you know what I'm saying?
Listen, but we talked about excess before, right? So some would consider what I have to be excess.
No, I consider I need everything. Why not? I don't even know how it works, and I still want it.
We'll talk to some products. Okay, that's not getting better for
Turn the full thing. All of that will be blurred. All that outside of real shit.
Nobody
them. We don't know exactly. They got their money already. We don't know.
I do not know that man.
Okay. Oh, but yes, this is my new last bag. This is Make It Turn Raw podcast. Where we sit and do it for you. This is Fresh and Tea, of course, and my girl.
Tayla Denee, back at
We're
your show.
back. How did we get here again? I don't know. It just happened.
I don't know. You said you bully yourself.
Yeah, but I bullied.
Lightweight sound like I was bullied, but it's okay. It was bullied in a great way.
Exactly. What did you talk about?
We had such a good time last
We
night.
did.
I was immediately ready to come back.
Yes, and we're back again to do face, honey.
Again.
Face.
Yeah, to the boards, okay? And look at this canvas, y'all. Can we get a minute for the canvas? I am a firm believer that good makeup is only as good as what is underneath. Okay?
Speak the gospel.
And that's why we're going to get into skin prep.
Yes.
Featuring my girl.
Okay.
So, first, I always like to start with questions. Any allergies, sensitivities, anything I should be worried about? You sure?
Yep.
This is a safe space, but I need people to communicate. Okay? If you have allergies, I need to tell people ahead of time. If at any point it starts to tingle, let your girl know so I can get it off your face.
Definitely.
I usually just start with a little bit of alcohol just to take everything off.
Okay.
And then we'll go in with 3-6 Artistry Skincare, okay?
Okay. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you too, babes. So, I love a good swipe. See, but Atlanta scares me.
Why?
Because there's a shooting every other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be scared. So, yeah, that's why I said be streets adjacent.
No, for real.
So the first thing I'm gonna do before I do anything else is I'm gonna prep your lips.
Okay.
The reason I like to do the lips first is because while we're doing the rest of the makeup, rest of the skincare, it gives time for the lip product, whatever the product is today, it is 3-6 Artistry. Whatever the lip product is to penetrate and actually make your lips hydrated, especially if we're gonna do a matte lipstick at the end.
Okay.
So first thing we're gonna do is go in with a little bit of lip mask. I do like to warm up any skincare products on the back of my hand just to make sure they penetrate a little bit deeper. I am using a brush. I'm freshly sanitized, y'all, so don't judge my hand. Thank you.
Okay, you know they finna be like, oh, this girl, see? Shut your ass up.
And we don't double dip around here, so all the product that's coming onto the skin is either gonna be on a palette or my hand. If you got a makeup artist that be double dipping, book somebody else.
Okay.
How's that feel?
Good.
Perf.
Yeah, I do not know how to put on makeup at all. Literally.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm excited.
All
I'm
right.
about to watch this video over and over again.
Okay, listen.
Finish it.
And I'll give you some tips and tricks along the way.
Yay.
Ask you a couple questions about how you usually do.
Okay,
How do you usually do your makeup?
Let's talk about it. So I went into the store and I was like, I want to learn how to use concealer. And the girl was like, okay. No, I said I want to know how to like apply makeup. And she was like, okay, we're gonna do it in steps so it doesn't seem overwhelming at first.
Okay.
We did the foundation and then we did the concealer. So I do the concealer under eye, across the jawbone, nose.
Okay.
And then foundation. So that's the basis of like what I would do. I do like liner, mascara. I love an under eye.
Okay.
Like color pop. So I'll do like a pink under. Yeah.
What does your skin prep usually look like?
I cannot think of the name of the products. My baby normally does my skin prep, to be completely honest.
Okay.
She practices on me. Like she's always like, Mommy, why I gotta be the damn guinea pig? Try it on your own skin first, hell. But no, I do let her.
I feel
she's
her.
always, I don't know, didn't tell me what you'll be using on my face because I don't know.
Okay, so I first start off with the Cetaphil cleanser.
Okay.
And then I get into the toner. Can't remember the brand. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
I do the
We got a cleanse and a
toner.
tone.
I do the toner. I do the moisturizer. I do like the under eyes for her.
Okay.
And I do the serum also.
It sounds like Denym got you together.
I'm
We didn't
telling
skip no
y'all,
steps.
baby.
The only thing I didn't hear was sunscreen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sunscreen.
We need sunscreen.
But she's a sunscreen. She be glistening in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, you look like an angel. Like,
I
you're
love
glistening.
that for you. I love that she gets you together and takes care of you.
Yes, she does. I'm like, yes, my baby got it. She's like, Mommy, no, you need to do your skincare. And I'm
Yes,
just like,
skincare.
okay.
We talked about self-care last time. Skincare is part of that.
She's done like, what is it, like the nighttime and the...
And so now we're going in with a little bit of eye cream.
Okay.
So for eye cream, I'm always going to start beneath the orbital bone because throughout the day, products are going to rise up anyways.
Okay.
And so I'm going to start beneath the orbital bone. A lot of eye creams are also not 360, so you literally don't want to apply them directly under your eye.
Okay.
Especially if they have retinols, vitamin C's, things like that. You want to keep them beneath the orbital bone. The reason I put it on the back of my hand is because you want to warm the product first. It'll help penetrate a little bit deeper.
Okay.
And I'm just going to take what's left on my hand and just press it in. Ring finger, because ring finger applies the least amount of pressure. And these are delicate. We don't want saggy, crepey under eyes.
No, definitely do not.
So treat them soft. The skin under your eye is thinner and more delicate, so you want to apply the least amount of pressure possible, while still also helping the product.
And the product smells good.
Okay.
And it
Shout out
smells good.
formulation.
Okay.
All right. My favorite personal part of any skincare routine is always going to be serums. I love a serum down.
Okay.
They're going to be an extra layer of hydration for the skin. Tips and tricks for applying serums. Always want to warm it up in the hand first. And then we press into the skin. Pressing is going to help the product penetrate deeper. Serums are the smallest molecule of most skincare routines, so they're going to penetrate the deepest. They're going to be better than your moisturizer, better than your eye cream, because it's a smaller molecule, so it's going to go down into the skin a little bit deeper. So any of your active ingredients, anything that you want to do the heavy lifting, you want that to be in your serums. Moisturizers, think of those as a second layer. Those aren't going to do your heavy lifting. How does your skin feel?
It feels great.
And you always want to be mindful of client's pressure. If this is for you, girl, love on yourself.
Okay.
Rub the skin. Do a little lymphatic massage. The key with products too, especially if you're doing them for makeup prep, you always want to ensure that you press products in the same direction. So a lot of times I see people on social media and they be swirling. We don't want to swirl because that'll disrupt the layers underneath it.
Okay.
So if you're just going to bed, no harm, no foul. But if you're trying to be out here in these streets, no swirling your products, okay?
No swirling.
No swirling
Unless
of the
you
products.
just swirl outside the products, but you can't swirl with
You
them.
cannot swirl with them, okay? Last step of our skincare routine, unless you're going outside, in which case we would be doing sunscreen. But for the sake of today, we're gonna go with your moisturizer.
Okay, moisturize me then.
Same thing with moisturizers. Any type of rich cream that you have, you always wanna make sure that you warm it up in the skin before you apply it to the face.
Okay.
And then same thing, you wanna press. It's gonna help the product, again, absorb better, but it's also gonna help to warm that up even further so that it does actually work into the skin. Moisturizers, you can be generous. Unless you're trying to get a matte finish, then you might want to use a little less product. For me, I'm a firm believer in letting your skincare fully absorb into the skin for about 3 minutes or so before I go in with any makeup. A way to accelerate that process is fan, good old magazine, piece of paper, anything you have laying by you. I don't have my clacker. I usually have one, but I don't have one today. She broke. R.I.P. to my Denym and my Rick's fan. All right. How your skin feel?
It feels complete.
Yes, and it smells delicious.
It does. Everything smells so good.
Wonderful.
The products
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did it.
Now that your skin is on, your skin looks nice and hydrated and happy. And like for any skin type, hydration is key.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you're oily, if you're dry. Don't skip the moisturizer, don't skip the serum. It's a balancing act. Your skin needs hydration. If you do not hydrate your skin, and you put on a matte foundation, it's gonna produce more oil because your skin is thirsty. Feed it. Okay. All right. So, second favorite part of makeup, I love brows. So,
me too.
if this is for you, do your brows. How you want to do your brows? I ain't gonna yuck nobody's You do what you like. How do you like your brows? Do you like a soft brow? Do you like something more pronounced?
Kind of in between, right? I definitely like it nice, clean.
Okay.
And then an arch.
Cool. As far as color, do we like a lot of saturation? Do we want it to be more soft and subtle?
Surprise me.
Okay, cool. I got you.
I can't wait for the edits of this.
So first thing I'm gonna do for brows, Denym, this is your first step. This is what we're gonna do, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to brush the brows with clear brow gel.
Okay.
The key for this is upside down. And what do I mean?
Upside down. Boy, you're turning me inside out and round around. You ain't turning me no goddamn way no more.
Okay.
Finish my fuck that nigga makeup.
But so up. Your hairs in the front go up.
Okay.
Hairs on the side go to the side. And then the hairs on the end go down. So up, side, down.
Yes. That's a good trick.
Okay. Clear brow gel is just to hold the brows in place because I don't like unruly brows. I like brows to stay where I put them.
Okay. For real. And
I really just feel like it creates a very clean canvas, especially when you're going to go in and cut out the brows anyways. Some people, again, you can do your brows how you want to do your brows. This is just how I do my brows. It is easier for me.
Yes.
So I like to see where the hairs grow. That way I can see where I need to fill in.
Okay.
So that is why I laminate or put the gel on first,
Yes.
and then go in and color in the brows after.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm going to do a few different colors in your brows just to give the perfect gradient because you have very, very warm hair. Brows, again, you said surprise you. So I'm going to do what I would do for your face.
Yes, do it.
So
I'm excited.
I'm going to go in with a darker brown first.
Okay.
Again, we don't know these people. We ain't promoting no brands.
No, definitely not.
But
you gotta pay us some reparations.
Okay. And so when we're thinking about brows, I'm always gonna go in first where I see the hairs are a little bit more sparse and kind of just sketch out my shape.
Okay.
When we're in this step, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna clean it up later anyways.
Okay.
So I went in with the darker color in your tail just to create a little bit of dimension. And that's usually when most people's hairs are more sparse anyways.
Yeah.
I like a smaller pencil that does detail work. Okay. And then I'll usually just go in with a clean spoolie to brush the product through. Again, since we're doing more soft glam, we're not gonna go in and build a boxy brow. We're just gonna go in softly and kind of etch out your shape because I like the shape of your brows, so I don't want to do too much. Because some of y'all be having pretty brows and doing too much.
Okay.
Leave it alone. So that's your dark brown, just to give us that depth in the tail. And I'm gonna go in with a warmer brown for some detail work and hair-like strokes in between. Denim, whenever you do this, you do not have to do all these steps with brows. We can do one pencil for mom.
Okay.
So we are going to teach and then execute on the other side. And like I said, the shape doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go in and clean it up with concealer in a little bit anyways. This is just for me to see where your shape is. And for people that don't know where their brow shape should start and finish, go to ratio of eyebrows. You can put a dot here against the nose, a dot here at the edge of the eye, and then one straight through the iris is where her arch is going to be. So we're already lined up. I can see that. But if you need help, that is how you can map out your brows. Moving on.
Okay, I love this. Step by step, literally.
How do you usually do your brows? Is that similar to what you do?
My sister always tells me, she was like, you have the hand to do brows. I was like, what? So apparently I'm doing something right because she does brows really good.
Love.
But she always says that. So I just kind of like outline and then I'll kind of use a spoolie to lightly put, because I don't do too much like
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a natural face. So I'll just kind of use the rest of the product, go on dark at the bottom, and kind of do what you said, the upside down, all the way through. That's how I do my brows. Real simple.
So you can take a little looky.
Okay.
Let me give you, because I have all these mirrors. I'll give you this one. I got one's brand new, so you can see that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Are they too soft for you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I
Like the tone?
Yep. I like.
Give it to them raw?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I like real natural. It's cute.
Okay,
Okay.
The other thing is to keep in mind when you're doing, especially when you're doing a soft glam look, is balance, right? So if we are doing a soft glam look, but then we come in and do these very heavy brows, it's immediately going to be a brow focus. So that's why if we're doing a soft glam, you want the brows to be softer so that it makes sense with the rest of the face.
Got that.
Even if you like the, Insta glam brows, that's cool, but you should soften it if you're doing a soft glam. If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
If you don't, that's cool too.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not about to judge nobody. You do what you want, I'm gonna do what I want. Okay? If you're doing a client, obviously do what they want.
Yeah.
Not what you want. And so for brows, I'm just going in with Freshie's concealer. She brought this to me.
Yes.
And I'm just lightly carving out the brows. Take your time. And the reason you want to take your time with brows is because the brows literally frame the face.
Yes, no, definitely.
So if you jank up the brows, you're going to be looking at the face at the end like, something's off, but I don't know what it is. It's probably your brows.
Yes, the brows definitely make your face.
And so whenever I do brows, I only cut the bottom in the beginning, and then I will do the top. And then after you clean up the brows, I'm just going to use a little bit of what's left behind to kind of just blank out the lid. Usually I might go with a different color. Just because usually I do like something that is a little less creamy and a little bit more matte on the lid.
Yeah.
Purely for creasing purposes.
No,
the tone, I think this color is perfect. So yay you for having the right shade match for your concealer.
Yay, look at me. I know what the fuck I was doing.
I got you.
Okay, it's like until then.
We're gonna learn in steps.
Also setting sprays. I feel like I've been through so many different setting sprays.
We'll
like,
go through tons of them.
yeah,
Which ones have you
which
tried?
I'm not about to say the people.
And we can
name
talk
of them.
about.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, no. I've been
What
through
didn't
some.
you like about the ones that you tried?
That it was someone leaves like not a residue per se, but like a
Like a film?
Yes, and I would have to like kind of go back and pat or redo.
So that's normal actually.
Okay.
Depending upon the type of setting spray that you're using, because a lot of them are gonna have a clay or something in there that's going to make them long wearing.
Okay.
And then most of the time that will feel like there is a film on top because they're sealing the makeup in.
Got it.
So you do usually want to press into the skin at the end just to make sure that it is fully melting into the makeup.
Right, and I think that's the other thing. And then also it's like whether or not I'm spraying it on the brush to set it, or if I'm spraying it directly on my skin to set it.
You can do both.
Okay.
It's more of a preference. For me personally, I prefer to spray the face
Okay.
and then press it in with brush. But you can also spray the brush and press it into the face. You just have to be a person that knows how to apply it onto the brush, because that's when it's going to get messy.
Okay.
If you oversaturate the brush and make it too wet, then you can pick up your makeup.
Right.
And then you just undid everything that you just did.
Right.
And that just creates stress, undue stress for no reason. So I'm personally never going to do that.
Okay.
But like I said, I ain't yakking nobody down. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it for you.
Okay.
That's just not how we do things around here.
Yeah, no, seriously.
So, blank canvas.
Yeah.
We cleaned out with all the concealer.
Yay.
Everything's pressed down. If you do have extra, sometimes I will go in with my finger and kind of tap it in, but it's set really nicely on your skin.
Yay.
So now I'm just gonna go in with a light layer
Okay.
of a setting powder. You could also do this with a transitional shadow. And this is just to set what we just did in place,
Okay.
so that we don't experience a ton of creasing.
Yay.
If I had a tone that I liked in eyeshadow, I would just do it with that. But I don't really have a color that I love for that. I used to have a color in a different palette, but again, we ain't talking about other people.
Okay.
And so for this, I'm just lightly pressing it in to absorb any excess oil. It's also going to create a canvas for us before we put our shadows on, and it'll make it easier for us to blend on top of helping with the creasing.
Okay, perfect.
The reason that you don't want to go in with just any shadow is that it can mess up and make your transition shades kind of muddy. So I like a setting powder for it, because a setting powder is just literally just translucent.
Okay.
No pigment, no color, but if you have a transition shade that you love, have at it. All right. So now the fun. First you said you want pink.
Yep.
So we're gonna do some pink.
Pink.
I am a firm believer that we can wear whatever we want. It's just about how you blend it.
Yes.
So the first thing that I'm gonna do, again, first of all, we talking about these products, but you ain't gonna be able to get it no way. This palette was limited edition. She gone. She long gone.
Oh wow.
She don't exist no more. If you know, you know, but we ain't talking about the people.
Eh.
But love you down. Okay? So I'm just going in with a transition shade, like I said.
Okay.
Because you always want there to be a transition color. You don't want to just be throwing on colors, especially when we're talking about pinks.
Okay.
So denim, we are starting in the outer V of the eye, which is a soft, warm brown. And this shade is essentially just creating a transition. I'm kind of mapping out where I want her colors to go, but this is a very sloppy just application, and I'm only doing this, again, so that when we lay the other colors, we have something for them to go into. And so I'm not really using this to create any type of shape. It's more so just giving us a little bit of dimension and kind of framing where we're gonna put the rest of the colors. And so with transition shades, we also talk about tool selection, because tool selection matters. If you grab a super dense brush, I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is a very fluffy brush. We don't want something super dense because it's gonna pack in too much color. It's gonna make it really difficult for you to blend. And I don't want that for you. So find a fluffy brush, find a small one. Also keep in mind, how big are your eyes? If you have a smaller eye, use a small brush. Freshie has lots of space up in here.
Okay.
So I can just wave my fluffy brush all through up and through, all up and through.
Big and slanted is crazy.
Then you got almond. You got almond shaped eyes.
Almond shaped eyes.
Yep. And so when you're thinking about eyeshadow placement too, things to think about are the eye shape. And so for you, you have almond shaped eye. So it's going to be really easy for me to shape your eyes. Just because you have eye shape, but some people are hooded, some people are wide set, and those are all things to take into consideration whenever you're doing your eyeshadow. Okay, cool. Now we're going to move on to our fun color.
Yay.
Keep your brushes that you use, because we're going to go back and use those whenever we go to try to blend colors. So I try to keep eyeshadow looks when we're doing them to like 3 to 5 brushes. I try not to OD.
Okay.
Because I know brushes are expensive and people don't want to buy a million brushes, but I have a million brushes.
Okay.
And so what I'm looking for now are going to be my blending brushes. And I have a bunch of different ones, and I can kind of show you guys.
Yes, please put on there, because I'm going to be going back and watching this video.
What the difference? So the first brush that we use, like I said, is a fluffy blending brush. The other brush that you always want to have is more of like a domed blending brush. And so this one is going to be pretty even at the top. You're still going to get some mobility in the bristles, but it's not going to be as fluffy or as mobile as the first brush. Because this one we're going to use to actually concentrate a little bit more pigment. So we want it to pick up more product. So we want it to be just a little bit more dense.
Gotcha.
So that's one. And then this is like another iteration of that. It's just a little bit smaller. So I like to have multiple brushes that do the same thing in the event that we're using multiple shades. This one is what you call a tapered blending brush. It's tapered because up at the top, you get a little bit more of a tapered shape, and then down in the middle, you get those longer hairs. Still pretty mobile, but it's a smaller tool because it's gonna concentrate color in a smaller section.
Gotcha.
So thinking tool size and density is gonna be your best friend. And this is a flat shadow brush. We use this to pick up pigments and just lay them down. So we're not blending with this. So she can be dense. You see how there's not a lot of movement with her. It's very tight and compact. Which is what we want, because we're not going to really blend with it. So those are our big boys. And then I just love to have a detail brush. Detail brushes are small, but they are for scary colors, like black and dark brown and purples. Colors that you want to make sure that you control. So we place them with a small brush and then go from there. So
why the black gotta be scary?
because black is a very high concentration of color and very, very hard to blend.
Okay, gotcha.
And so whenever you, let's specify, sorry.
But no.
But because those colors are so pigmented, whenever you place them, if you use a really big brush, it's going to make it really difficult to go back and then blend.
Oh,
and so you
okay.
place them with smaller brushes, that way you have more control over where the color goes.
Oh my gosh, it's so...
So those are
She's
going to
a
be our
genius.
eyeshadow brushes. Those are the ones that we're going to use today.
The fact that you can explain everything like that is just an amazing thing.
I think it's really important. I feel like
no, it is.
tool selection is going to make or break how your experience doing your makeup goes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of the time we get frustrated, not because of the product, but because we have the wrong tools to apply the product.
Yes.
And so then you get patching. You get patchy eyeshadow, you get things that don't blend. You think it's the eyeshadow palette, it's really the tool. So I'm really picky about making sure that you have the tools that you need and the size that you need.
Definitely.
And so we're gonna go in now with like a soft pink shade.
Okay.
And we're gonna put that into your crease.
Okay.
We're gonna put that actually on the same brush that we used for your transition shade.
Okay.
Because I still don't want this to be super, super saturated. I want this to be a nice wash of color. And we're gonna focus this color underneath your brow bone in like outer V motion. And so I'm not gonna bring this color above your brow bone. I'm gonna keep it underneath. And we're just gonna pack in this color. And you can see as I blend that we're gonna softly build the pink. The reason we are not going ham in here with a bright pink and just going about this is we're doing a soft glam. If we were doing bold glam, you could go in here and blow this out as much as you wanted to. But that's not what we're going for today. We're doing soft glam, something that you could wear every day if you wanted to, but then you could also pop on a hottie toddy lash and go out to the club or the hookah lounge or twerk on somebody's couch, whatever it is floats your boat, you know?
Okay.
Because we was talking about the streets.
Yeah, definitely. We're talking about the streets. I just love rubbing my feet together. I need to start going outside though. But I love rubbing my feet together.
No, listen. I will sit on my couch until the cows come home.
Listen, but I'm like, no, because we're in the season of doing what we want, how we want, what we want, and having our way. And that means me going outside.
Okay.
But I love inside. Trust when I tell you.
Inside got everything I need.
Well, it does.
And there's no guns.
It does. And there's no, like, nobody ruining the mood.
No.
Like, no headaches, no hills, no nothing. Just
Vibes.
Yeah.
I vibe in my own energy.
Okay, I love myself. So much so that me and myself be chilling.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start going somewhere.
Listen, call me.
Okay? And it's about to be my birthday month, so I definitely gotta go somewhere.
Period.
Definitely.
And so for our next color, we are keeping ourselves in the same shade family. We're just gonna go a little bit darker.
Okay.
And so this is to add dimension and depth to the eyeshadow.
I got you.
So that we can emphasize the shape that we're working with. And so I'm just gonna take this on the tip of the brush. You see how I did not cover the entire brush with the product?
That's it.
And that is the tip. Because again, we want control of the product. So for this, I'm gonna press in your outer V. Again, not going above where we put the other color. Just focusing this in outer V motion. And then just doing a tiny windshield wiper motion. And then you can build that up as much or as little as you want to.
Okay.
Keeping all of the inside open. Because we're gonna use that for something fun later. Work smarter, not harder. If you feel like you're gonna do a cut crease or a faux cut crease or anything like that, leave the inside open. That way you don't have to work backwards trying to carve it and cut it out. And since we used that lighter pink on this brush before, I'm just gonna go back in with this brush just to kind of diffuse the line between the two so there is no line.
How long have you been growing your locks?
Ooh, 2 years I think? I think we're 2.5 years now.
I kind of miss mine. I cut mine after 9 years. Literally in October.
Girl,
Yeah.
it's like a breakup.
You know what, this second time around, it wasn't. It was
No?
more of a freeing thing for me, no. When I did the first big chop to start my locks, that was the ultimate, like,
I feel it.
yes, I was like, I'm devastated. But this time around, literally, it was a random, I'm about to cut my hair. I want
And
some
just
braids
cut it.
And just cut it.
I love that for you.
Yes. But, I don't know. I kept them, though, because I took me a long time for those. I kept them.
It's a commitment. It's definitely a commitment.
Yes, it is.
This has
the biggest
been-
commitment I've ever had.
I was gonna say this has been like one of the biggest commitments I've ever made.
Yeah.
Because I'm a person that likes versatility, and I feel like this hairstyle, while it offers versatility, I'm not super creative with my locks. So I be sitting here like,
What can I do?
Pineapple, bun,
No,
pineapple,
I can see
pineapple,
1,000
head wrap.
things I've done. No, I've done so much with my hair. I'll send you some stuff. Something like this. Don't. But the pineapple's so cute, and I actually, it's crazy. Even though mine's got down to like mid back, I missed that length. Like,
Everybody says that.
Yes.
Everybody says like cherish your pineapple phase because once they
it's the
drop,
best.
you're gonna be mad.
Yes.
And I'm like,
it's gonna be fun.
long ponytail me, palm tree me, because the pineapple. Yeah, I want a palm tree.
No, but I love that was my favorite length. I was like, if I get them again, I'll keep them at that length.
Yes, no, I love it. So for this one, again, we're going with our tiny brush. We're going back into the same color that we just used, but I'm putting it on the tiny brush because I want to intensify the shade, but I don't want to blow it out too far.
Gotcha.
So again, tiny brush for tiny jobs. We're gonna do a tiny job.
Right.
And so again, focusing this in the same place, but I'm really just giving definition. And so I'm going in here a little heavier than I went in here the first time, so that I can really saturate that color. Denim, you with me?
Yep.
Okay, girl. And then we're gonna bring a little bit of that kind of into our crease, but that's more, again, to just kind of contour the eye. I'm not actually using it to add color. I'm just really kind of contouring your eye so we know where we're gonna kind of cut the crease at. We ain't really cutting the crease because it's a soft lamp, but
Yeah. I love that.
carving it out.
Okay.
All right. So now that we have the frame of our eye, I'm gonna add the shimmer, and then we'll go back and blend all your colors together.
Yay, shimmer and shine.
So I have a thought. I feel like I'm gonna customize a color for you.
Yay.
I feel like we're gonna go pink into purple.
Okay, I'm mad at it.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
So for this, we're gonna use our flat shadow brush. Remember I said this is the one we're just picking up colors with. I am gonna spray a little hairspray.
Okay. For?
Not hairspray, setting spray.
Oh, so it's my, okay.
Yep, and that is just to intensify the colors.
Gotcha.
So for this, I'm gonna have you close your eyes. And so I'm creating the base for the other shimmers I'm gonna build on top.
It took me a while to get into makeup.
Yeah?
Yeah, it did. Like, I don't know. I just was like, I don't know how to do it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I'm not gonna do it. And then when I started to do something, cause like, you gotta think about growing up in the 90s, all we needed was lip gloss and eyeliner. And that was it. Like, and that was the extent of I did something. Like, a little mascara. So, and then when I started to see like, or look at it, how you keep calling my face a canvas, I looked at it as art and I was like, oh my God, that's really dope. Like how people go in and do all these different looks.
Yep. Fun fact, didn't even touch like eyeshadow until I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Like I literally just didn't.
Yeah.
I was a tomboy, and so makeup came way later for me. I'm just gonna add. So I just added 2 different shimmers because we need a little transition. So now I'm just gonna add some purple.
Yeah.
You like?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're keeping it cute, like I said, very soft, but still everyday wearable.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of purple, just so we have a color to transition into.
Yeah. I feel like learning how to do makeup is my last adult thing that I need to know how to do, and then I'm a full adult. I don't feel like I'm adulting to my full potential until I learn how to do a face. And that's not to say that I can't do a little 1, 2, but I'm trying to do a little 3, 4.
No, I feel that. And it takes time.
It does. So pretty.
All right. So now that we have laid the glitter, now I'm just gonna go back in and blend out all the shades.
Okay, perfect.
So again, we're gonna take our tiny detailer brush. We have a little bit of that dark pink that we were using before, and now I'm just gonna add the pink and the purple together so we can transition into the purple that we just laid.
Okay.
We never skip shades. We always want to blend everything.
Yes, no shade. Somebody skip the shade.
Skip it.
Somebody.
And that's when it gets patchy.
Okay.
And so now I'm wiggling the brush in between the purple and the last color that we laid down. And then right where we took that shadow in the beginning, I'm now gonna saturate that to kind of give emphasis to where we laid the glitter. Kind of the same way you contour your face.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna do that with your eyeshadow. Gives depth and dimension.
I love that.
And so we mixed the purple and the pink together, so it was a softer transition.
Okay.
And then now I'm just gonna go in with just a tiny bit of purple, and then we're gonna go out and do all the same things that we did at the beginning, just to blend everything out.
Okay, good for the blend.
Okay, purple, just a little bit of purple. Again, tiny tools for tiny jobs.
Okay.
If you go in here with a big brush
You're gonna be mad.
and blow out this purple, you're gonna be pissed. Because we want it to be a gradient effect. And the reason I'm using the same brush is because those colors are left behind already. Instead of grabbing a new brush, we just grab the old one. And so now we have the saturation of color that we need. Now we just need to blend everything out and blow out this color.
Okay.
So now it's basically like working our way backwards. We went in with all those colors to transition. Now we're gonna put those colors back in a softer way. So now, back to the drawing board, I'm gonna mix the dark pink with the light pink. And I'm just gonna go right on top of where we placed all those colors. And this is to bring back what we lost whenever we were blending out those colors. So we created the transition. So now do you see how there's not like gaping color? We have colors that we're blending into. And that's because we laid those transitions to begin with. So now I can just go in here and blow these colors out. Eyes are the longest. Complexion, we're gonna be like, wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
I love this.
I love this for you.
Yes.
All right. The last thing we're gonna do is go in with just the light pink, the very first color that, well, the second color that we laid. And then I'm gonna take my hand back on the ferrule because I want very, very little amount of pressure because I don't want this to overly saturate on your skin.
Okay.
I want less product. So the further your hand is down on the brush, the less pressure you will apply, the less product you will apply.
Gotcha.
And so here, I don't want it to deposit a lot of color. I'm really just going in here to diffuse. And so light hand, light pressure. This is just to soften the harsh lines that we have left. Boom, baby. You'll notice that I left the inner corner open. I left it open because we're gonna put something there fun at the very, very
Yes,
end.
I love, okay. I love
All right,
that.
so these are our eyes.
Okay.
I didn't put on mascara or liner yet. I do that at the end as finishing touches. What do you think? We're gonna clean you up at the bottom.
Girl, I think I ain't never do no shit like this before. This cute, girl. It's definitely looking like fuck that nigga. I ain't lying.
Okay, I'm gonna clean it up at the bottom so you don't get anything in your eye.
It's soft. Like it's not.
It's not. That's what I said. It's tasteful.
Yes, I love
It's
that.
still pink,
Yes.
but it's everyday wearable pink.
Yes, it's cute.
Okay. Now we're just gonna take this away.
I love it.
Fun fact, you could also use your eye cream, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little bit of eye cream on the cotton round. It's gonna help move around what's underneath without taking the prep off of your eye.
Okay.
So when you're in a crunch for time, and you're like, ooh girl, I need to get this off my eye. That is the easy way to do it. Take a little bit of eye cream and clean up. And we're gonna cover you with concealer anyway, so it's not a big deal. But
Well, yeah, no, it's pretty.
there you go. Okay, friend. So now, the reason I didn't prep your skin with any primers or anything like that, I don't like there to be extra layers of residual product. I also wanted to give your skincare time to absorb.
Okay.
Skincare is fully absorbed, so now we're gonna go in with your makeup primer.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get ready for your base.
Perfect.
You said you were combo skin, so I'm a person that believes. Oh, I can take this. Sorry. You said you were combo skin. I'm a person that believes in priming based on concern.
Okay.
So, are you oily T-zone, normal everywhere else? Or oily T-zone, dry everywhere else? Because you said leaning
I'm
more
more
dry.
dry. Yeah, I'm more dry than I am oily for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, again, we don't talk about these people, but I love this primer down. Y'all should sponsor me so I can talk about y'all. But since y'all know I'm not gonna talk about y'all.
Y'all know what it look like from the bottom.
Okay. A little quick sneak peek. Again, we are not going to swirl.
Okay.
I'm warming it up in my hands, and then I'm going to apply this in a downward motion. I'm gonna leave room in the center because I'm gonna use a different primer in the center to minimize texture. So I prime based on concern.
Okay.
So when I look at your skin, you don't have a lot of texture. Almost everybody has a little bit of texture in their nose because that's where most of your pores are.
Gotcha.
So, and then Denym, I am prepping your side. That way you do not have to prep when you come over here. We could just go straight in.
Yes.
And like I said, we're gonna blow through this complexion. Complexion is the quick part.
Okay.
I take a little bit more detail work, and like I said, take your time on them because if you F them up,
You're gonna be mad.
it's gonna be bad. With this primer, there is a little bit of tack. There's a grouping technology in it.
I felt it. Yeah.
That's why I like it. Long-lasting hydration. Also a great base for makeup. I think the foundation you brought me, I want to say is matte.
Is it? You know
We'll
what
see.
I'm doing. Okay. You're not asking me. Can't be.
Since I'm gonna swatch it actually. Before we get into this, we're just gonna swatch it and we're gonna clock your shade and see if it's the right shade.
Okay. Let's see.
Because a bad shade match will take it from good to bad real quick. Oh, look at you. Good job.
I knew this stuff. I know something. I know something.
Yeah, we can work with that.
Yes.
As brown women, we have multiple shades in our
We
skin
do
tone.
have
And
multiple
so,
shades.
looking at all the shades in your skin tone, this one is definitely closer to the perimeter of your face.
Yes.
Which is fine because we're gonna highlight the center anyways.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person that's wearing open tops, chest is gonna be out, shoulders are gonna be out. You do want to take that into consideration when you are choosing your shades. I have multiple shades of foundation for different things.
Right.
Some are a little darker, some are a little lighter. But you do want to take that into consideration because if your chest is out, we know that those are different shades.
Okay.
You still have to like,
Yeah.
we gotta make it work.
Yes. No, definitely.
she ain't gotta promote me. She ain't gotta pay me. Vanessa Myers can have all my money. I am gonna talk about her because I love her down. And she's black owned. So this is the Universal Blur Bomb. If y'all ain't pay me, want to send me some more, Miss Vanessa Myers.
Okay. It's like,
You know.
shoot my shot.
I'm gonna shoot my shot.
And what we using that for?
This one is gonna be another primer. So we're
Okay.
talking about texture.
Yeah, more.
You don't have much texture. Most people have texture in their pores, in the center.
Yeah.
And so this primer is blurring and smoothing. And so I am only gonna use this primer in the center of your face,
Okay.
where there's a little bit of texture. And again, downward motions. We're gonna press it down. We're not swirling. And this is just gonna help our canvas be a little bit more smooth.
Now, is having a lot of texture a good or bad thing? And is there something you can do to have less?
How often do you
Question.
exfoliate? I mean, texture exists. People
Yeah.
be trying everything to make it like it's not a thing. It's a thing.
Okay.
Just ask Getty Images because he be clocking everybody's texture.
Oh.
But texture is a thing. Everybody has texture. It's just a matter of how much texture.
Yeah.
And if you are okay with your texture. If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Now, there are some things that are gonna be more prominent if you have texture. So if you're wearing a matte foundation, if you're wearing powders, it will accentuate texture. So exfoliation, having a well-balanced skincare routine
Yes, and I do exfoliate.
will help. So
Yeah.
that's what I said, you have minimal texture, but it's just to smooth out your canvas.
Yeah.
But exfoliation, making sure your skincare is balanced, all those things are gonna help with texture.
Gotcha.
All right, so now, I'm so proud of you that you had a good shade.
Yay. Thank you for that. Really.
And so, and the concealer shade we decided was decent too.
Okay.
I'm gonna start here since this is what you used, and then we'll build or add coverage in areas that we need to. Since we're doing soft glam, I am gonna underpaint, which is a technique where you do your highlighting and contouring first, and then you go in with your foundation last.
Okay.
For you, my dear, I always start with a liquid or a cream contour or bronzer. I have a few, but for ease for you, baby, we're gonna do the liquid one. It's a little easier.
Yay.
It's a little easier to blend. And so I am just gonna go in with a little bit of this product. I don't want it all over the brush. I'm really just focusing it at the bottom, and then I'm going on my hand to kind of push it into the brush. And so this is our contour. We're gonna find our cheek, And this is called a stippling motion. And so I'm really just hugging this into your cheekbone. And this is gonna help create the foundation for our contour. And again, since we're doing soft glam, I don't want to go in with a lot of products that have a ton of heavy coverage.
Okay.
Because then that makes it really hard for them to blend out after. And so for you, your cheekbone is pretty prominent, so I didn't really have to look for it, find it. It's kind of right there. But for those of y'all that don't know where your cheekbone is, where it is. All right. And so your forehead doesn't need a lot of contour. You have a smaller space.
Okay,
You have a smaller space.
Two. I need a one anyway.
You know, it's very small, which is great. So contouring and highlighting is truly based on face shape. Okay. And so when you place the product, it's purely based on that.
Okay.
And so if a place doesn't need it, we're not going to just do it just to do it.
Right.
And so I feel like that's the difference between taking a class and having somebody teach you how to do your makeup versus watching somebody on YouTube do their makeup.
Yes.
Because they're doing their makeup,
Based
one,
on,
for their preferences, but also two, based on their face shape.
Definitely.
And so if y'all don't have the same face shape, you're gonna be out here contouring your forehead.
And
you don't need
and only got on one head. Like, it
Yeah.
ain't make no damn sense.
We don't even do all that.
Put the brush down.
Put it down.
The fuck? I'm sorry.
We want to keep your forehead. We like it.
Please.
Whatever we got left, we just want to keep
You
it.
got the Rihanna girl got a lot to do.
Hey, there will be no Rihanna slander.
I love her, but she got a big ass forehead.
I mean, we're not gonna lie. Okay. So after we lay contour, we are going to lay our concealer, which is going to highlight. Highlight is going to bring your features forward.
They got that forehead.
And so for this, I am using a concealer brush.
Okay.
Again, these people don't pay me, but you can see the name if you can see the name. And so placement for you, because you have a very cute round face.
Yay.
We're going to contour to sculpt and elongate the face.
Okay.
And so a lot of people tend to apply their concealer all the way out here. And so if we already have a rounder face and you bring your concealer all the way out here, it's gonna make you feel even more round. So we are going to sculpt and concentrate your concealer in the center and down to help elongate. And so I'm not gonna bring my concealer past her brow bone. And so I'm starting underneath the orbital bone and just bringing product in. And then what's left, then and only then, do you bring that product actually under the under eye. And then because we are gonna do some detail work under the eye to make the shadow up top match, I am gonna bring this out here just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go back in to blur the line out with the brush that we were using for contour. Because we don't want no lines. And then I'm gonna have you look up, yep. And then just the tiniest bit of concealer. Now we're gonna pat it under the under eye. The reason I don't bring it all the way up is because creasing, duh.
Okay.
The more product you use under the eye, the more likely it is going to decrease. Nothing is creaseless, but things will crease less.
Oh, thank you. Please. No.
So when y'all come in here and to, stores and be telling people, I don't want no creases. What creases? What doesn't crease? Nothing. There's a fold there. It's gonna crease.
Okay.
So how do we get it to crease less? You get it to crease less by using less product, using less powder, and just being strategic about where you place it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm only grabbing minimal product and building it up slowly. And I have a dense brush to help me diffuse. And so you could choose to color correct here too if you wanted to, just to eliminate any hyperpigmentation or discoloration that you have. For soft glam looks, I typically don't color correct because, again, it adds more layers.
Okay.
Some people would stop here. Some people wouldn't add foundation. I'm going to add foundation just for dimension for you.
Gotcha.
So if you take a look at where we are.
Ooh.
So now we just have essentially your contour and your highlight.
Yes.
We don't have any foundation on yet. And your skin already looks enhanced and perfected.
Yes, it does. Girl, because I forgot who I was, but I'm looking at it.
Look at it.
Okay.
All right.
Little eye.
We're going to see how we feel about this foundation in just a minute, y'all.
Yes, we finna see. But yeah, no, that's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
I love my eye.
I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes are my favorite.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because eyes, I feel like, are the hardest thing to learn.
Really?
Yes.
So how did you learn? Did you?
So I work for a beauty retailer, and back in the day, they, again, we ain't promoting nobody. Back in the day, they used to have a university internally.
Okay.
And so I went through the certification process to be a certified makeup artist. And so that's how I got certified.
Okay.
And then over the time I took master classes like global artists from different brands, Danessa Myrick's, Makeup by Mario, Makeup Forever, like just different brands over time just to gain skill set.
Okay.
Anytime the company offered
Okay,
a class,
I know that's
I was
right.
there.
I know that's right.
If it's free, it's for me.
Okay.
And then I paid for some too. And so here I'm just working the product into the brush so it evenly applies.
Okay.
We're gonna concentrate product into the center of the face.
Gotcha.
Most people, again, that's where they have the most texture. A lot of the time, we have hyperpigmentation and discoloration here and here, just as brown women. So that's usually where we're gonna start product.
Okay.
And so again, stippling motion. And we're gonna go a little bit over the product that we applied. It's okay if you cover a little bit of the contour because we're gonna go back in with the powder anyways. And you're gonna focus this wherever you feel like you want the coverage.
Yeah.
Because we're doing soft glam, it's okay if some of her skin peeks through because it's natural.
Yeah.
If we were doing a full glam, obviously we would color correct, we would do all those things to cancel out any hyperpigmentation, discoloration.
Right.
But because this is a soft glam, I want some of your skin to peek through. I want it to still look like you.
Yeah.
I don't want it to look cake facey.
Yeah, no, definitely don't want to be caked up.
Also, when we're talking about texture, the more product you apply, the more likely you are to see texture.
Yeah.
And then drag your foundation down your neck a little bit.
Please make it match.
Just a little bit. And you see how I'm not like actually putting foundation there, I'm just dragging what's
Yeah.
already on the face down into that area. And that's just to give it a smoother transition. Okay. Now that we've laid all of our liquid foundations, the only thing left that's liquid that I'm gonna lay is blush.
Okay.
And so I do everything in cream that I'm also gonna do in powder. Because I like there to be a transition. Same way we did the transition with your eyes. You want your powder products to have something to transition to, or they're gonna look crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing soft glam. People think soft glam means less steps. It doesn't. You actually have to do more steps to make it look soft.
Yes, it seems that way.
Yes. Because when you're doing a full glam, everything's heavy-handed.
Yeah, no.
When you're doing a soft glam, you have to work backwards to make it look soft. Okay. We are wrapping up here. So now, before I set you, I'm going to go back in with my concealer brush just to make sure we are not setting creases.
Okay.
So anything that has had time to crease in the meantime, I'm going to go in here and just liven it up a little bit.
Perfection.
How's your face feel still?
It feels great.
Does it feel heavy? Does it feel
No,
kinky?
it does not feel heavy. That's literally the words. Like, it doesn't
Great.
feel heavy. And I love that for me because I've done makeup before and I was like, I feel like if I move my face. It's
Yeah.
better. But no, this feels great.
So, since you said you want pink,
Yes.
I'm going to start pink blush. However,
I know, wait.
we're going to go in soft.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to do a pale pink.
Okay, yeah.
Almost like a mauve, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll set it with a little bit of a brighter pink, but we're going to keep it cute. We're going to keep it cute.
Yeah, I'm curious about the blush. I've never done blush.
Never! This will be a first? Are you
Yes.
just a bronzer girl?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then we'll start soft.
I'm curious.
Yes.
I'm curious
I
about
love
the
that
blush.
for you. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Because I've always been like, what could I get that doesn't make me look like? I'm like, wow.
Again, it's tool selection. It's what you
Yeah, no,
choose. It's how you
seriously.
apply it.
I'm like, I would pick the most pinkiest pink because I'm like, oh, I like pink and not know how it shows up on my face.
I think people like want how things look in a pan versus how things swatch is very different.
Yes, that's what I'm like.
So I think you have to try them.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, it's yeah, I can see that. I'm like, I don't want to get the wrong thing, but I can see how it would be trial and error. Like,
Yep.
how does it show for my skin?
For
But I feel like as brown girls, everything looks good on our skin. First of all,
Agreed. Dad, I'm gonna call you back.
okay.
And so I'm stippling this right over top of where we laid the concealer to kind of create a transition between your concealer and the contour. Again, we're gonna go back and set everything with the powder.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be super neat. We're just placing the color so that we have a soft transition. And now, I'm gonna let you see it before I even blend it for real. Because you don't look like a clown.
Okay, little piggy. I like this. This is different. Yes. And it's like you cannot even tell, like, you know the difference, but you can't tell the difference. That's how it looks so natural.
Yeah, we want
I
to
like this. So pretty.
Now we're gonna set, and then we're gonna go with all our powder products, and
Okay.
then we'll pop on a lip, and then it'll be Denym's turn.
Yay!
Girl.
She's excited. I'm excited
She's
for her.
super excited. She's been asking me to do my makeup forever.
I'm so excited for her, and we have all the tools. You can have as much fun as you want. And I'm gonna press this into the skin.
Okay.
I chopped off other excess. Now, people use powder puffs. You can do whatever you want. Again, this is just my preferred method of choice. I prefer brushes because I feel like brushes give you more control. I can actually see what's on the brush. With a powder puff, sometimes I feel like you pick up too much product.
Yeah. I can see
And
that.
then you're stuck. So with a brush, I have more control. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of concealer on your chin, just to bring what we call the triangle of light. And so just a little concealer here. I'm only using what was left over on the brush.
Okay.
And then just a tiny bit to highlight the nose as well. And a little in the forehead. And that's just to bring a little bit of dimension to the skin.
Okay. Yes, because we love our nose.
Yep. All right. Now we're gonna do all the things that we just did with cream. We're gonna do them with powder.
Okay.
So powder bronzer. I'm indecisive of what powder bronzer I want to use for you today. I'm thinking. We're gonna start with this one. I am going to bronze your forehead. We're just not going to contour it.
I don't.
Bronzing adds warmth, contour, sculpt. So we can add a little warmth.
Okay. A little.
A little sun-kissed glow.
Literally a little.
And we're adding it to the hairline.
Yes, because there's no forehead.
Well, no, because even when you bronze, you don't want colors to just pop out of nowhere.
True.
So like if you just start blending out of nowhere, it looks crazy.
True.
And so we always start back into the hairline. And so this is a softer bronzer that I'm starting with here. I usually go in with 2 or 3 different bronzers, again, just to create the gradient effect. If you are a makeup artist, you did not see this, but I did sanitize everything off camera. Make sure you sanitize your shit.
No, definitely. I should have videoed this for proof because people are crazy. She definitely did.
And you should sanitize before and after every client. So your products do not grow bacteria.
Please and thank you.
Your clients will thank you. That's gross.
Okay, and wash your legs, white people.
Beneath the kneecaps.
Please.
All right. And then I'm just going with a slightly deeper bronzer,
Sorry.
just to add a little definition.
Yay.
Again, I'm sorry, y'all. A lot of these products that I'm using, you're not gonna be able to find nowhere. Some of them are limited edition. Some of them are discontinued. I am a product hoarder. I told y'all in the last episode that I do have excess.
Yeah, she wasn't lying.
So judge
Because
somebody
this
else.
is a third of the excess. It's crazy.
Yeah, I condensed a whole lot. This is not even.
She condensed a whole lot of a lie. It's crazy. But no, it's. We were talking about that high maintenance or just what I want.
You know?
It looks good.
I can't wait to eat you too.
Commercial break. Commercial break. Come on, commercial break. Commercial break.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Denym, aka the Unicorn Queen. She and LaQuisha. LaQuisha is my name when I do hair, makeup, and I'm a skincare guru. That what I. Okay? Y'all be behind the scenes, y'all be recording, you know, angry. Yeah.
All right, missed me.
Yes, close your eyes for me. Usually I would mist while I'm blending out my creams and my powders, but I skipped the step. We was chatter, chit, so I skipped it. But we set everything. We added your bronzer, we added the dimension. Because you're a newbie to blush, we're gonna leave it here.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do your lip.
Okay, perfect.
For lips, what do you typically like? Do we like an ombre? Do we like a nude? Do we like a pop of color? What do we like?
Ooh, I like nude.
Okay.
I like liner.
Okay. Oh, I almost forgot an important part. Before we do any of that, I'm gonna blend out your under eye.
Okay, under eye blend.
Yep. So we're gonna take
Blend it.
our tiny tool for tiny jobs.
Yes, same tool, same
Yes.
brush.
Same brush.
Not mixing.
Nope. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the residual product that was left behind,
Okay.
and we're gonna go right up under here.
Because it said less is more with product.
Yeah.
Like,
And what goes up must come down. If we do it up top,
you gotta do it down.
we gotta do it now beneath. Because we were talking about balance in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so this helps create balance. And then look up for me. I know it's gonna be uncomfortable for a second, but I need you up just a little bit.
She's trying to hold me, y'all.
Okay. And then we're gonna fan that out there. And then we're gonna take our big fluffy brush
Okay.
that we had before with all our transition shades on it. Not our big fluffy one, the second size. Because this one had the softer pinks on it. And we're just gonna diffuse that line out. Now where you place this is your business. I place it right where everybody creases. Because if I cover the crease with the shadow, does the crease exist? I don't know, you tell me. And if you're in my face that much, I need you to back up. And then with an angle brush, I'm just going with our dark purple and line your waterline. Before I do that though, because we talked about dark colors and how they can get very messy very quickly.
Okay.
Because I know this shadow has fallout, I'm going to apply a layer of loose powder to catch anything that falls.
Okay.
This is not the same as baking, but it is baking. And so I'm not tapping any excess off the brush. I'm literally just leaving it here to catch anything that falls.
Okay.
The reason I can do this is because we already set your face.
Okay.
Because if I do this on wet makeup, it's going to cling. Brand new puffs, clean puffs. Use a clean puff on every client.
Please clean the damn puff. Puff the damn thing.
And we're just stamping this color. Tiny brush for tiny jobs. This is a different tiny brush, but it's still a tiny brush. And this is just to create some depth and dimension, because sometimes black can be so harsh.
Yeah.
And especially when you're doing soft glam, if you go in with a black shadow, it can take what was really soft and make it look really intense.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
And so I like to use other colors to that. Close your eye for me. We're gonna do the same thing up top. And I'm treating this almost like an eyeliner.
Yeah.
And again, this is to add depth near your lash line. And again, we use tiny brushes for tiny jobs. Oh, so pretty. And I'm not just saying that because I did it, but it's so pretty.
Yes. It is actually. It's really, really
All right, and then big fluffy brush to dust you off. And see,
Yay.
makeup is intact. There's no purple under the eye.
Yay.
All gone. All right, last but not least, your lip. And since you said you like brown,
Yes.
I already sanitized this. She's already clean. So we're just gonna do a light pink nude.
Okay.
And so, how do you like your lips lined? Do you like them to look fuller? Do you like your shape?
I like my shape.
Okay. And so I'm just following your natural lip line. I am gonna curve your cupid's bow just a tad.
Okay.
And that's more just for ease of application than it is for changing your lip shape.
Okay. Because the only way you look like I do, nah.
Girl, never. And I'm feathering this color in on the corner because I want to create a little bit of an ombre. And a little bit of that, you know that pout. And so, again, we're treating this almost like a contour, but for your lips.
I'm looking love.
Amazing.
Yay.
And then we're gonna go in with our lip brush that we used for our lip mask earlier.
Okay.
And this is just a cream lip stain. I'm gonna focus the majority of this lip color in the center.
Okay.
And then we'll blend out. I think I wanna go in with just a little bit of a brighter color in the center. Just a tiny bit. Because I'm extra like that. And so,
what color is it?
this is like, okay, y'all, don't give me the line. I wanna say like a pale mauve.
Okay.
Because it's kind of purpley, but it's kind of pinky. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sweet.
And again, we ain't advertising for folks, so I ain't about to tell y'all the color. But it's a nudie pink.
What do you think?
We're just gonna add a gloss. And your inner corner highlight. And then we
Okay.
done.
And how long have you been doing makeup so far?
9 years?
Okay.
Yeah, 9 years. We're almost at a decade.
Okay. You gotta celebrate yourself at 10.
Okay.
Yes, you do. You're a master. Celebrate.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like I didn't start calling myself like a makeup artist until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
Why is that?
I feel like because there's a difference between being a makeup artist and a makeup enthusiast. I feel like as a makeup artist, anybody should be able to sit in your chair and you can do anybody's face and you can customize it to their face.
Okay.
Because you know how there are some people that you feel like every time you see their makeup, they do the exact same face on everybody. There's
No, definitely.
customization, there's no nothing. It's literally the copy paste,
Yes, definitely.
the same face. And like, again, I ain't yet to nobody's yum, but I do feel like that's the difference between a makeup enthusiast and a makeup artist.
Gotcha.
No matter who sits on your chair, no matter what they want, to feel like you can confidently execute and have the ability to pivot if something goes wrong.
And so what was the moment where you're like, okay, I'm an artist now?
When I felt like anybody could sit in my chair. I feel like this one client, I had this client at a convention, older lady, had some of the worst bags, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like from an artist perspective, I had never touched a client that had bags that were that prominent. And I was on somebody else's time. Like I was the assistant MUA at the convention, and I was like, I'm sweating. But I did it, and she looked flawless. But I wasn't confident in that moment. And so after we did it, and I looked at the pictures and saw everything, I was like, oh no, yeah, like, I did it.
I did it. Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah. That was the moment. Definitely.
That was the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're gonna spray one more time. And I'll pop a little highlight and a little blush on you, and you're done, girl.
When am I gonna be able to make it look like this? Cause it ain't gonna be tomorrow.
It takes time. You gotta practice.
Okay, so like when you say time, like at 11:30.
I feel like it's about how you learn and how much you practice.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're only gonna get out what you give it.
True.
And if you don't give it nothing, you're not gonna get nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try. We're gonna see. I'm gonna just watch this video over and over.
Over and over and over again. And the techniques are the same no matter what color you're using.
Okay.
And that's the way that I try to teach.
Right.
Because no matter what the color is, no matter what the product is, the technique essentially is still the same.
Right.
Because we customized it to your face, to what you like, to what you look. And so the skill, the technique is the same always.
Yes.
Okay, girl. Tell me your thoughts.
Okay.
Give it to them raw.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. Girl,
We
I
didn't
need to
put
go somewhere
no
tonight.
lashes on.
I
We
need to
didn't
go
put no
somewhere.
mascara on.
I know, and don't even need to, but I would like, but you know, don't even need to. You know
I brought
what mean?
mascara for you that you can
Yes.
keep.
Okay, good.
But we'll do mascara at the end.
And I love the
Denim.
under eye. Like it's like it goes in a tad bit darker, but it's not overpowering.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
That's the purple.
Yes. Yeah, oh that purple. Yes. I love this. I love But you think you're gonna be able to do this?
Yeah. She got it. I see it. I see the face. I see the confidence. She got this.
Okay, ready? Yeah, no, this is literally, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It.
I love.
Yes.
The world won't know, so somebody gotta talk about it.